Good morning. Can you believe it? August 6th, 2023. Here I am. This is my second time out here at my LZ near my house. You can see from the tire prints on the grass, it's very dewy and wet this morning. So unfortunately that makes for an exciting landing, because my last one, it seemed like I was landing on an ice skating rink. But again, you got morning fog, you got like no breeze, it's just stagnant. But I'll get a shot of the pole here. There's nothing. But that's all right, it doesn't scare me, it just means I gotta run a little faster. But it's looking like it should be a good flight. I'm just not in a hurry this morning. It's flying time is a little more than it was in Arizona, so I can get up here and fly around and fly a little later in the morning here, especially with the some cloud cover moving in. But hey, let's do this. I'll see you in the air, and wish me luck on that landing. Whoa, boy.
Still gotta check the wind down.
No wind, that was rough. Took 3 attempts, and I got a soaking wet wing right now. A little foggy, still got good visibility though. Got a great LZ here. I know my first flight out of here, I never turned on the damn camera, but hopefully all things are working now. I'll try and see. Yep, we're recording. So anywho, here we are in Wisconsin, not far from Green Bay. And I met a great friend. His name is Mike. Thanks, Mike. He's got the ultimate LZ. He flies PPCs. He also flies private aircraft. He has one he keeps in a hangar on his property, and it's just an awesome LZ. I'm gonna take a swing by, trying to get some elevation so I don't bother any neighbors, but take a little swing by. Let me fix my leg straps here and make sure I don't lose my wallet. Usually don't bring it with me, but okay. There we go. So, if you look to my right here, that larger pond, that's all mowed grass there. You can see how big it is by the size of my truck. It's a huge area, and it's just gorgeous. Wasn't gorgeous this morning. It's hard because I only flew here one other time, and it has just been so darn wet, and the ground fog in the morning. To your left, you see Green Bay, see the water if you can. I don't know if you can make it out. Take her down a little. But there's the LZ. And like I said, it's all grass and just gorgeous. I put my blue tarp down there to try and save my wing from getting soaked. But on my first launch, it just came up crooked right from the start. And I just couldn't, I didn't have enough lift. I just couldn't get going fast enough. So I just called it, but of course then my wing got soaked. The second time around, I was just concentrating so much on getting some speed and getting that wing up. I didn't drop my A's quick enough, and it overshot me. So, my third and final attempt, I just ripped it. It came up even, so that was my biggest thing. If it comes up even, I'll run my ass off. But it's just it's a little crazy. You have to really move it. You have to check the wing still, even though there's no wind and you're not moving that fast. But otherwise, it's going to overshoot you like it did. And get on the power as soon as you can. I mean, nil wind is, you got to get on the power right away. But, so anyhow, we're here in Wisconsin. Look at the outs we have. I mean, I don't want to land in some farmer's field, but if I had to, there's outs everywhere. And if I stay at, 1,200 feet, I got time to react, time to get into the wind. I'm new here, so I don't have, I can see where the bay is, so I always know where that is, but I always have to take a peek back and look over. There's my pond, and make sure I know where I am and I can get back. I do have an app on my phone, Gaggle, and it's a pretty cool app. If I had to, I could hop on that. But I've seen bald eagles, I've seen a lot of deer. There's just tons of deer around here. Got to be careful when you're driving early in the morning. But the wing looks good. I figure this winter when my flying season shuts down, I'm going to send my wing in, get it inspected, make sure everything's working properly. Right now I'm looking for where I live. I know there's take a peek back. I know there's a gravel pit. So I'm just trying to correlate where the gravel pit is. I think I know where it is. It's a little fog layer coming off of Lake Michigan, or the Bay of Lake Michigan. But there's the end of the bay over. The end of the bay is right over there, and then it goes out, And of course on the other side is Door County and all its fun things to do there. I didn't totally fuel up today because I knew I was gonna have a hard time of it with being ill wind and everything. Haven't really been. I think I see the gravel pit, but I don't know. There's more than one out here. Again, I'm always making sure I can get back. Yeah, it's like butter up here. I was told to be careful if you get winds coming off the lake from the east. Heard it's never a good flight. So I don't think I'll do that. Wearing shorts today. It's probably low 60s right now. Just chilling. Put my brakes away. Looks like some kind of tree farm below us. I'm keeping it up in the air on the first couple flights here, mainly because I'm looking around and kind of seeing where all the power lines are running and any obstacles like these towers here. But I know where my subdivision is now because I can see the gravel pit. I was interested in there's woods behind my house, and then there's a farm field and then a gravel pit. But I don't know what's growing in the field. I just walked up to the edge of the woods and it just looked like a bunch of weeds. I don't know if it's beans or what, but so I'll take a little flight over there. We got plenty of fuel. Hopefully the grass dries a little bit, because I'm telling you, when on my first flight out here, I came in, and I think I came in, there was no wind again. I came in kind of fast, and which is good, because I thought I'd have some flare at the end. But I leveled off, 4 feet off the ground, and my speed just didn't slow down. And when I got down lower, I just wasn't slowing. So I don't know if I need to pull my trims in even more, or I don't know. But yeah, I'm almost happy that one wasn't on tape, because yeah, it must have looked pretty crazy. And usually I kill my motor before I land, just because there's nothing good about a spinning prop, and I don't kill my motor till I'm really at the point of no return. So I'm not going to ever get on the gas and try and get out of that when I'm 10 feet off the ground. But I kind of like it that then my prop's not spinning under power, and I don't have to worry about it chopping lines and anything. To get some elevation over these trees, just so I have an out if I need to. But you see the gravel pit straight ahead, and then that farm field, and my house is on the other side of those woods there. But we'll just check out what's over there. The wind was supposed to pick up a loft, but only to like 10, 12 miles an hour. Nothing real big. But I'm always looking for outs. Unlike Arizona, a lot of times you're just winging it, because you don't have much for outs other than a hiking trail or something crazy like that in the middle of a desert with thorns everywhere and sticking out everything. But I was fortunate there. Not everyone is, but I was fortunate. I only had to do one. I only had one motor out, and I landed in a parking lot of a high school. and that motor out was 100% my fault. As a newbie, wasn't checking my fuel. I was enjoying the flight so much. I went a little farther, and I didn't make it back. I was probably not even a half mile from my LZ, but the engine quit. I didn't panic. That was good. But safely came down, no injuries and no damage. The only damage so far really was when I tripped once on a takeoff and lost a prop. So if you look over there, that's my subdivision. You can't see my house because I'm on this side of that street, so I'm in by the trees, but I'll swing it around on the other side so you can see, oh, there's deer. So the field behind my house here, I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to see them, but I see, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deer out there. I don't know if you can see them. There's 8 deer, but I'm not going to get, I don't want to really scare them away, so I'm gonna head back this way. But we see deer on the property in the back almost every day. And like I said, you're driving anywhere out here, the deer are popping out. There's a little stream that runs behind the house, a little creek, and apparently I've been told by the neighbor that the water runs year-round. It must be like spring-fed or something, and so I'm sure the deer are drinking out of that, as well as there's ponds all over the place, and of course you have the Bay of Lake Michigan. Haven't flown with anyone out here yet. Again, it's not like Arizona where we'd have a group of people flying, every weekend and stuff like that. Out here, kind of on your own. So let's get some elevation because I don't want to end up landing in my front yard. I think the neighbors would frown on that. So my subdivision is to the right here. But yeah, there's some beautiful houses, and look at these ponds. They're the size of lakes. Get some altitude. Okay. I'm on the right side of the street. There's a round above ground swimming pool in the back. I have a big flagpole in the front yard and a lot of big pine trees. So you can see it right there. That will be my house. Right there. So let's get out of here. Like I said, I'm just kind of checking out the area. Hopefully long enough to let some of the grass dry. But I'm in Class G or Class Gulf airspace here, so I'm staying under 1200. Stay away from farm animals, and I don't harass the deer or any other animals. There's some big shacks out here, nice houses. kind of nice that we're far enough out of the city of Green Bay, but we're basically 15 minutes away from anything that Green Bay has to offer with their interstate system there. I can't wait until it comes time where I can do some Hayville slaloms and that stuff, and you know, really mess around, do some low flying. But for right now, it's just buzzing around. Buzzing around and trying to find my way home. Oh, I see. I can see my LZ from here. It's straight out that way. Oh, does it feel good to be back in the air. It's been hard to fly. The weather hasn't exactly cooperated, and I haven't learned the weather here yet. I mean, it's a lot different than Arizona. And I need to figure things out, because, you know, the LZ is only a couple miles away from my house, but I'll look outside and there won't be anything moving. I look on my apps and it's saying it's 10 mile an hour to 18 mile an hour gusts and all kinds of craziness, and I'm not seeing it. So what I'm going to have to start doing is just heading out to the LZ and, you know, kind of scout it out from there, because it's a lot different, but it is pretty cool. As you can see, I mean, if you have to land, there's places to land. As long as you have your altitude over these trees, you'll be able to land somewhere. But they're already, people are around here, it's beginning of August, but they're already talking about the upcoming winter and everything, and I am not looking forward to that, I have to admit it. At least Arizona, you had an opportunity to at least get out once a week or once every other week. And yeah, I had some cold mornings, you know, in the 30s, but it was still flyable. Out here, January and something, you know, February, when it's 5 degrees, and no, you won't see me out here. So, let me see. Oh yeah, I can see my truck straight ahead. You see that pond? My truck's out there. Let's check the old fuel. Oh yeah, not burning too much. I spent a lot of time on the ground today. I took my time again, of course, because there was that ground fog. So I really took my time giving my paramotor a good once-over, and or more than a once-over. Also my wing, checking out my wing. But everything looked good. You know, your pre-flight check is so important. Even today, I think I found my one of my brake toggles was wrapped after one of my failed launches, and I found it, you know, before takeoff. But that's how important pre-flight checks are. I only had one time where I had a riser twist, and it's not a huge deal. I came back, I didn't have to, but I came back in and landed, and then got back in the air right away. But I don't like that, because I feel like, hey, if I missed a riser twist, what else did I miss? But like I said, I got a beautiful LZ here, 6 minutes from my house. Can use it anytime. I offered up my services. I said, hey, you need your grass cut out here, or anything you need, let me know, because I really appreciate having a place to launch from. There is a park around here that I know some guys launch out of, but I'd rather not launch out of a park unless I have no other choice. You're always half the people are going to love you out there, think it's the coolest thing in the world, and then there's going to be people that get angry. I don't like angry. But the corn's up. So in some areas the corn's pretty high already. Other areas it's not. But I guess out here they've had a drought this year. Not so much here as southern Wisconsin, really. I think got hit pretty good with a drought. But from being here, from where I lived before, I mean, everything is so darn green. Everything. Starting to get worried. I had this fuel in my fuel tank here for such a long time. In Arizona, I tried to get out at least once a week. And the weather was really good, multiple times, but I haven't had the opportunity, or I've been busy too. Did get spoiled. It seemed like you didn't have a lot of nil wind days in Arizona. There was pretty, where I lived, it was in like a valley and pretty, next to the mountains, so there was always a pretty good breeze. Here, that first hour or two, it's really like stagnant. And you have to be on your game as far as, once that wing comes up, you have to be on your gas. You have to remember to still check your wing, which I didn't do because I was so worried about getting the wing up in the air and trying to get that wing going. That looks like the airport, so that's Carter. So I'm going to get out of their flight line. Watching my left and right, especially with the visibility not being the greatest. I don't see any air traffic. But that's Carter Airport. That's a private airport. I talked to the owner at one point about flying, and he basically said nope. Apparently years back there was some history that they did allow it, or had people flying from there, and it didn't turn out too good. There was complaints from other aircraft, and they're causing a disturbance. And we don't want that to happen. So I'll start heading in the direction of the LZ. And Carter Airport, like I said, is a private airport. They don't receive any federal funding apparently, so they can tell you no. Feels like there's a little headwind up here. Which is good. I wish there was a little wind down on the ground. Of course, we're going to find out. Yeah. I'm going to try and see if I can feel which way the wind is. Let me try this heading. This was... Yeah, it feels like it's starting to come up, at least at this elevation, coming from the east. Or northeast. To the left over there, there's a pond. That's where my LZ is on the other side of that pond. We've had a lot of haze from those Canadian fires. I don't think that's not what this is right now, but we had some days that it was pretty ugly. It looked like this, but it was smoke from Canada. Didn't really have any smell to it, but that's what they said it was. I do notice a lot more air traffic around here than in Arizona, so I have to really keep my eye out. I'm going to lower my seat pan a little bit here, just in preparation for landing. I really think I'm going to think about removing the speed bar. I don't fly in weather that I really need it to help me, and I don't really use it. I don't feel the need for speed, and like I said, I'm only flying when the weather is like really, really good, and I haven't put myself in a position of being stuck downwind. I keep an eye on the weather, of course. Yeah, on the ground, unfortunately, it looks about the same as when I took off. And with this haze, I'm sure none of the dew is burned off of the grass. I don't even know the road. I'm looking at these roads. I don't even know the roads out here. I'm new. I've only been out here for a couple months and been busy, unpacking, organizing, setting stuff up, fixing things. I can see down to the left there, I can see my truck. To the right, I have a tarp on the ground. That's where I put my wing, in the hopes of keeping it somewhat dry, but yeah, that didn't work. So the orange wind directional won't really do anything with no wind, so I put a couple white streamers on a pole, and we'll see what that has to say. I'll take a little flyby here. Yeah, it looks like the wind definitely changed up. Okay. So we're gonna kind of be coming in that way. Alright, could do that. We got a lot of grass here. Look at that. That is all grass for me. I just don't like coming in for a landing directly over the pond, so instead I'll skirt the edge of it and just walk. Nothing wrong with a little walk. Okay, trimmers are in. Seat pan's good. Get ready here.
Hey guys, hey, I don't know if you saw or if I even recorded the last part of my flight because my GoPro on my helmet went dead, but hopefully you got the landing because it was pretty wild. I skidded on the grass again because it's wet. I came in even, so I'm gonna walk back. There's still dew in the grass. I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna pace off how long my feet were on the ground before I came to a stop. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let me turn it around. I don't know if the camera's going to show the spot on the ground where my feet were sliding. If you can see that, I'm going to pace it off once. Here's where I stopped. Let me back up. My truck's over there. I didn't want to come in over the top of the pond, so I chose to walk. But let's pace it off. It's about a yard. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me fix this here. It was a total from the point that I first touched the ground to the point where I stopped was 55 yards. But I have to say, 26 of those yards, it looked like my feet were not dragging at that point anymore. So they were taking big steps, but I think I was still being supported by the wing. But that's almost 50 yards zooming along the ground. It was kind of weird. There's still nil wind, but I came in nice and I leveled out, perfect with my feet just barely touching the ground. But then I held that because I had speed and it just kept zinging along like that. If you got any ideas or better ideas of what to do, or if I trim in more, my trims were at neutral. On this APCO wing, there's a huge trim range, so I don't know if I should be coming in at neutral or trimming up even more, or that'll take away my speed. I don't know. Leave some comments if you have ideas for me, because it worked out good. It was kind of fun skimming along the grass, but it's the last 10 steps I'm always worried about, taking a header and breaking something. Not really on me, but on the paramotor. But I'm back at my tarp here. We'll take another look around. There's a tarp in the pond, and the wind, the little wind there was coming right over the pond, and I didn't want to come in over water. I don't know how deep this is, but probably deeper than I want to try and tread with a paramotor on my back. But anyhow, here's the field again. Huge field. My feet are soaked just from walking in the grass, but I wish you could see my footprints from here, from from sliding around. But like I said, it was a little, it wasn't really scary. I was concerned that I would fall on my butt at some point or something like that. But I killed my motor 10 feet off the ground, and it was just me and the dirt or grass. But yeah, it's beautiful grass out here. But hey, I won't bore you anymore. We will see you in the air on my next flight. Like I said, leave a comment. I don't know how much of my flight got taped because, of course, the GoPro battery went dead. Probably from my 2 failed launches today. But ultimately, I got in the air, so that's all that counts. Hey, peace out, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.